everyone, I'm Undercell, but you can call me Hal, and I'm very excited because this is a quick video that I'm just making because I kind of want to make it, but I also don't have a video for today, so that's why it mightn't be as extremely edited as the other stuff. But as you can see, there was a Nintendo Switch live stream. Now, I didn't actually watch the live stream because, you know, time zones and stuff, but I have seen some of the trailers, so I'm not reacting to this like, oh dude, first time reaction. I'm just going to be like talking about some of the stuff that's in it. And yeah, I'll also be doing Splatoon 2. I'll get that up after this, but this is Super Mario Odyssey. So I'll play the video right now, and right off the bat, I'm just gonna pause. The crazy cap place. You see later on in the trailer, Mario's actually using his hat, and I think that that's gonna be like where you can buy different types of hats and stuff. There's like different like streets named after the different Kongs. Like I could see that there's like Dixie Street, and there's like something else when the camera pans down here. There's Diddy there as well. So there's actually people walking around in this, which is like, it's a bit strange seeing Mario, but right off the bat we have Mario here, and can we just say, my friend said this to me, he doesn't have Play-Doh hair anymore. Like, if you look at his hair, it actually has, like, you can see the individual pieces of hair, which actually looks kind of cool, and I mean, like, overall, he just looks really pretty, to be honest. But as you can see, you can actually walk around the city now, as you're looking at the gameplay here. And it's really strange for me, seeing Mario running around with actual, like, other people. Like, it's cool and all, but I don't know, I think it's a bit strange, but I find it really cool that you can just run around at the different buildings and stuff. I think that's awesome, and this seems to be your main, like, hub going to different, like, places kind of thing. Like, you know the way we had, like, the different ships in Mario Galaxy? I think this is this game's version, this top hat thing, which, I mean, it's a pity it's not something really big like that does be in the Mario Galaxy games, but I don't know. I really like this. It looks like the design is like really pretty. I'm going to be calling everything in this game pretty, by the way, but this is the place that we actually seen in the Nintendo Switch trailer. As you can see, Mario's like rolling now, but this is what we actually seen in the trailer for the Switch. Mario running down this, except he's rolling this time, which is cool. And if we pause here, you can see there's a checkpoint. So this is an actual level, it seems, because there's a Bowser checkpoint, like here, you guys can see my mouse. It's all like Mexican like kind of theme, and it's really pretty. It reminds me of, like, some of the levels out of Rayman Legends, if you guys have played that game. It reminds me a lot of levels and stuff out of that. But yeah, so that's this area, and I don't know, it looks really nice, and all the characters look really cool. And there's those like collectible triangle things. I don't know what they're about, but we'll find out later, I guess. And then there's this forest level, and man, this level looks so pretty. Like, I know I keep saying I have this on 1080p, okay, yeah. Like, this game, everything just looks so nice and sleek, and I don't know, this game looks really nice. And you have all those, like, watering can enemies, and see here, he's sprinting through the water and all that. Everything just looks gorgeous. I really cannot wait to get the Switch to play this, because as you can see, and this world here with all these fork people and the colors are so nice in this world, and everything looks so playful, and then you have, like, the Hammer Bro throwing the whatever those are, and he's wearing a chef's hat, and everything just looks really colorful. I'm guessing that that's I don't know what that's meant to be. Maybe it's some kind of boss or something. It was like some kind of volcano thing erupting. And here's Mario in the actual top hat thing. And there's different worlds, as I said. And as you can see, this Mexican desert place is really cold at nighttime, similar to deserts in real life, which is, I don't know, it's a cool feature. Everything kind of goes bluey, and it looks really nice. And you can see, again, kind of weird, these fork people, man, I love them! I don't know what they're called, but they're so adorable, and I love them. I like little chef hats and stuff. And you can see Mario dancing here, and I don't know, he looks a bit strange here with his mouth open, I don't know, but you have that, you have the watering can little people thing, and they look cool, you know, a lot of things in this look really cool. And the underwater looks really nice as well. And you can see him here going into crazy caps. If you pause here, you can see an up close of some of these like Mexican design people, and they look really cool. And then you can actually see some hats here, and you can see stuff like football helmets and sombreros and top hats. And I really hope that Mario can wear these different hats in the game, because I really want to be able to have a fedora in this game. Pardon me, I don't know about you, but that would be really fucking cool. Anyway, so he goes in there, and then he's climbing up that thing, and can we talk about Bowser for a minute? Bowser is a literal pimp. Look at him. I don't even know what to say about this. I love his top hat, and he throws it like that. What's it called? the guy out of James Bond movies, I think. He has, like, the bowler hat, but, like, it can cut fucking heads off and shit. He has, like, a hat like that. He's, like, throwing it like that, but literally Bowser is a pimp, and it's amazing. But as you can see, obviously the hats are a big thing in this game, as, like, you can see some of Mario's abilities there. He's throwing the hat, and he uses it to get a boost there, and here's using it to get between the buildings, giving it a little boost there as well. And here's another thing, too. So, it says that this is some kind of taxi, because it says a taxi sign next to it. He's riding this, like, lion-looking thing, which, that's pretty cool, I guess. I don't really know what they're going to do with that. I'm guessing there's going to be some levels, like, it's going to be, like, the dinosaur in Super Mario 3D World. What's his name? Oh god, I can't remember his name, and my friend's going to kill me. It'll come to me. I'm having a brain fart today, but and then there's like a chest next to him too. But anyway, he runs off, and you can see him bashing through, going through people here. And now I love these enemies too, the potted plant ones. I'm just gonna go back because I missed the previous scene, see if there's anything here. There's all this purple goo, and he stomps on the flower's head, the piranha plant's head, and it just goes. So I don't really know what that's about. And then you have these potted plant enemies that look really cool. I really like the look of the new enemies in this game. They look really awesome. You can see the usual, the like things that they pulse out, the red circle beams. They tend to be in a lot of Mario games. They design a lot of levels with them. And you can see it's exploding the actual rocks here, so that's cool. I think does this take place in the Mexican land place as well? I think so. And here's a really cool looking level. You have all those tanks and it's raining, and I don't know, it looks really cool. And you have the Bowser thing there on the wall, and this part just looks really cool. You can see Mario running around and looking at the billboard. Bowser and Peach's A Royal Wedding. So you can see like that's playing some part in this. I don't really know what that's all about, but you can see Bowser here as the pimp he is, and he crushes Mario's hat. So yeah, as you can see, the hat's going to be kind of like the cool new add-on gimmick, you know, like in Super Mario 3D World, they really focus on the cat suits. Obviously in Sunshine it was Flood, and in this, the hat seems like what I think is going to be that kind of, you know, like, oh, look at the new kind of power-up system we're adding in. And I think this is going to be like in Sunshine, the levels where Bowser Jr. takes away Flood, and then you have to do those levels without Flood. I think that's going to kind of be this situation where you have to do a level without your hat. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays. And we see some new enemies here on their little ship. They're like little rabbit people, which look kind of interesting. I don't really know what this is about. As you can see, you have this guy here, and he has like the spike chain. You have the little green guy who looks like a little leprechaun, and you have this really tall guy. They look a bit strange, but I mean, they're probably just going to be like the kind of the Koopalings of this game, maybe. I don't really know. There's this big bird, a dopey looking thing, and then there's this dude here, which this is one of the rabbit guys, is it? Is it? I can't really tell. Maybe not. But he's using that purple ink again. And here's a scene where there's like a bunch of wind blowing on Mario. So this might be a cutscene for a boss. I don't really know. And you can see him running through this like fire level here. And there's this big upside down pyramid thing. I don't really know what this is meant to be, but it looks really cool. So yeah, moving on. Dude, this boss right here, this actually takes place in the city. And he looks really cool. He reminds me of some of the bosses you see in Mario Galaxy. I love the bosses in Super Mario Galaxy now, and he really reminds me, and I love the look of him. And this is actually on one of the buildings in the city, so that's pretty cool. And then you just have Mario here running, and you get another up-close look at his design. And again, his new design looks really pretty. It just kind of, you know, it shows off textures a lot more. And Super Mario Odyssey. And then there's this little bit at the end, which I don't really know what this is meant to be. Like, that happens, his hat gets eyes. I don't really understand how that's gonna come into play. Maybe it's some kind of tutorial thing. Like, it teaches you what to do and stuff. I don't really know why it has eyes, but it has eyes. So, that's pretty cool. Now, we're going to look at the Splatoon 2 trailer, which is another trailer I'm incredibly hyped about. I've already seen this as well. Again, I'm just analyzing and pointing out some of the stuff. If you haven't actually seen the trailers or missed out on stuff, which you probably haven't, and you're probably watching this like, Aaron, you're getting everything wrong! But anyway, I'll turn off annotations. So, I'm not getting the Switch on release, because, you know, I just can't, but I really, the second I can, I'm getting the Switch, because I'm so excited. This is gonna probably be my biggest year for Nintendo, because like so many things that's on the Switch that's been announced, I'm like, I want it! So, Splatoon 2 has got me incredibly excited, because I love Splatoon. But you can actually hear some like new music too, and let me just put this into, oh, it's only on 720. There's some new music too that we haven't heard before, and if I get things wrong, I'm sorry. Like, I like Splatoon, but I think this is a new level. Because I actually wasn't expecting a Splatoon 2. I thought they were just going to put Splatoon on the Switch, but with some little changes. But they straight up just made Splatoon 2, which I really wasn't expecting. So, that's really cool. But anyway, as you can see, pause here. Actually, no, go back a little bit. You have new hair designs. I'm so happy for that. So you give your squidling, your little inklings, little different hair designs, as you can see, which is really cool. And of course, they still keep the squid look to it. And we have Splat Charger here. We have Splat Roller. We have, is that a Splattershot Junior? It looks like something like a Splattershot Junior, but it's different. So I don't really know what that's meant to be. And then there's these new weapons. You see these a lot in the trailer later on, but these like dual kind of like pistol things. I don't really know what they're meant to be, but they're a new weapon, and that's really cool. So yeah, here's some cool cutscenes, and again, you can see some of the new hairstyles as well, which is really cool. And if we pause here, again, you can see more of the new hairstyles. Is there any new weapons here? I don't really know what you're holding, just from the angle, but as you can see, there are new hairstyles still. They're really showing off the new hairstyles, which I'm so happy. I love them, man. We were just getting some of these cinematic shots, and the game looks really good. And I have this overmap view of the battle going on. You can see some gameplay of the actual new, like, squirt pistol things. Let me go back. If you look down here, she's using these new pistol things, which is really cool. And yeah, again, just some battle gameplay here. People using splat chargers and different stuff. And yeah, again, they're really showing the new close-up weapon. And this is awesome. This should have been in the first game, but it doesn't matter. So, it's the squid line things that you can go across to get to different places in the campaign, but it's actually in the multiplayer now, which is a really cool feature. I don't know how they're going to work. Is it a case where you have to actually ink them to be able to use them? And I think we're on Moray Towers right now, if I got the name right. It's been a little bit since I played Splatoon, but so yeah, that's really cool that they're back now. They're in the actual game. That's really interesting. I really wonder like how that's gonna work in the multiplayer. But yeah, so again, a lot of people using those dual pistol things. They're showing that off a lot in the trailer. Yeah, as literally as I say that. And as you can see here, there's a roll now. So you can actually roll in this game. They show that off a lot here. So I really don't know how the roll is going to take place. Jeez, let's go back here a second. So this is going to change the game a lot with certain weapons. So now you could do a roll. So it seems like a really little thing, but that'll really help out certain weapons that are really good at close range and avoiding stuff. So that's really cool. But anyway, so it's showing off the rolling here, and then there's these new sub-weapons, which, they remind me of the things that you use in curling, that sport, and they're bouncing off everywhere, and they remind me of, the ink subs, but, you know, they bounce around everywhere, they don't explode, so that's really cool. And then there's this thing. I don't really know what this is, but they're using the splat rollers differently. Like, they're putting them vertically behind their back and slashing forward. So, what I'm thinking is that you have two different attacks with splat rollers now. You have the one where you slam down like that, and it's like, it's more, you know, it's close range and powerful. But now you could do that vertical one. Instead of, like, having it out like that and doing that, now it's like back like that, and you do that. I think it's going to be more range applied. Sorry, I just hit something there. I think that's going to be like more range, so that's going to be really interesting. As you can see, if I go back here for a second, you can, okay, I missed it, but you can still use the chat thing to say over here and booyah and all that. And then there's this map thing, which press A while holding that to super jump. So it seems like you can still do the super jumping and all that, but you can see the stats of the players a little bit better. Like, you can actually see their abilities now and their weapons. And it's just a little bit of a redesign, which, I don't know, that's really cool. That'll probably help out a good bit with certain weapons, maybe. You know, it seems like it's going to be a bit easier to squid jump. And, yeah, you see more of the rolling action here, and how they use it to actually, like, avoid getting hit. Which, again, certain weapons like splat rollers, it might really disadvantage them, because when someone's going to splat you, you can just roll out away. Because as you see, he was going to do the vertical thing, or whatever, and jumped out away. which ended up getting the kill. And you can see him using that new curling technique, like the new sub. And this, at the end, obviously, the actual thing that shows the percentages have changed a little bit, but there's a little baby, like, little Jug, I think his name's Jug, but there's a little kitty cat. It's so adorable. Oh, I love it, man. It's so cool. One second, let me go back here. Look at that. He's so adorable. But anyway, moving on. That's so cool. So, we're gonna see some of the new, don't know, the specials? Yeah, specials. We're gonna see some of the new ones of these, which look very cool indeed. So this one, you shoot a bunch of like missiles from up above, and they all splat down in a certain area, and that seems to be devastating if you use it right. And there's this one that launches splat bombs at like far distances, which is also pretty cool. And then there's this. I really don't know what this is meant to be, but it looks pretty cool. And this, a rain cloud. And then there's literally flood. There's literally hover nozzle flood. But let's go back. So the person summoned up a rain cloud if we go back here. And the rain cloud just goes and rains down ink on a certain area. Which looks like that could really help in certain like splat zones. That could really help. And I'm wondering if we actually get any new ranked modes. That would be really cool. But that seems like it could really help in splat zones. But yeah, as you can see, we have the flood here, which looks really cool. And then you have this big, like, it reminds me of the ultimate in Overwatch when Lucio's like, let's break it down. Like, it really reminds me of that. But you just slam down, and there's just a big, like, ink splat in the middle. And then we're seeing some new stuff here, like, all the different characters. We're seeing this dude, which I don't know if he was in first game or not, but he looks pretty cool. He might be who you get the, before you had Spike in the alley that you got the stuff off of, but that might be it, maybe, because they have the like little phone and they have the super sea snail thing here. I'm just making a random guess. I really don't know. Seeing some random stuff in the plaza here. There's a pigeon. This is a bit strange. You could see Marie staring off into the sunset, but like in normal clothes, which I don't know what that's all about. I really don't. So, I don't know what this is. I don't remember seeing this in the trailer. I must have been distracted, but... So, this is some kind of food place? Maybe there's new things to boost your stats and stuff. I'm not really sure. But then this is a new and improved plaza, and it looks really cool. Like, the other one looked really cool too. But I'm just saying, I don't know. Seeing a new one, it's really happy. That makes it look really awesome. And yeah, so that is Splatoon 2. And that is really damn cool. So yeah, don't play the trailer again. But yeah, so that is Splatoon 2, everyone. So let me just make my webcam a bit bigger now. So yeah, so that's Super Mario Odyssey and Splatoon 2. So if you enjoyed that and you want to see me react and talk about more Nintendo stuff, let me know down in the comments. But I'm really excited for these. And if you guys want to see me actually play these games on my channel, because like when I get Mario Odyssey, it seems like a game I'd play by myself. But if you actually wanted me to play on the channel, I'd be totally up for it. So let me know if you'd actually like to see me play any of these games on my channel. I'll definitely be playing Splatoon 2 on my channel. But yeah, so let me know if you do want to see these and see more Nintendo content. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. See ya!